Hey there everyone, how you all doing? It's Pointed here, and today I bring a bit of a special livery. It's a replica livery, um, not a full replica livery because for this particular vehicle, there's no decals really for this car. So it's kind of, and then the car looks different. If you know where this livery is from, cool. Um, but if you don't, this livery is from the movie Gran Turismo, the movie based off of the game Gran Turismo. It's the Audi R8 GT3 car. It had that livery on it. I liked that livery a lot in the movie. It looked really good, so I figured, why not make it in the game? Couldn't really tell what liveries that it had on it, so I had to basically do some livery replacement here and there for it. Now I know that the Audi has been balanced, um, and I guess people don't like that because I haven't seen the Audi being used that much. But then again, I would have to think the reason for that is because whoever was using it was only using it because it was fast, and they're not really good drivers to begin with. They just look for cars that are faster than the rest of the cars, and they use that as their opportunity to be good, I guess. But it shows now that it's been rebalanced, and they basically moved. You see a lot of these people now using the Ferrari 488, the GT4 car, or you see them using the GT2 KTM, which takes the place as the fastest car. Or now you see them using the newer number 63 Lamborghini Huracan GT3 car. Not the Super Trofeo, but the newest one. You see them using that one because they are very, very fast, actually. Not too fast to the point to where you can't catch up with them, but they are pretty quick. If you're a good driver, it makes absolutely no difference when people use those vehicles because you can literally beat the brakes off of them still. But yeah, I've raced in this vehicle, and it's an obvious difference from what it was. But if you're a good driver, it's kind of hard for anybody else to tell the difference because, I mean, your skill speaks more for you. It speaks more for the car. So, this is a replica of that livery in the Gran Turismo movie, in a sense that it just copies the livery, the base livery, without any decals. It basically it's just a copy of that livery. Like I said, I like that livery a lot. Like the colorway, like how the colors blended well together, from the greens, blues, red, orange, yellow, purple, pink, and then you have like this deep blue color right here that sits on top of the base color, which is that well, for this car the base color isn't white, it's carbon fiber to give it that glossy feel and to give the colors a bit more definition. So basically that's what I went with there. Sorry if my voice sounds a bit raspy. Was doing some other videos for some liveries, and well, let's just say I can't really talk for that long because then my voice kind of it gets this way the longer I talk. So most cases I don't talk. If you've been in the streams, I'm quiet most times because of that reason. Um, and I'm really a quiet person just naturally too. So the longer I talk, my voice kind of takes this effect. Don't know why, it just does. But yeah, kind of self-explanatory. It's a replica of a livery that I like a lot. Um, for a car that I could say I like a lot. I hated this car at first only because I really dislike when people flock to like meta stuff. Because the more people that flock to meta stuff, the weirder things starts to get in a sense of like competition and just either racing against something or playing against something. And it's not really fun at that point. And also too, a lot of people before this car was rebalanced was trash talkers. I used to get trash talked a lot by individuals who use this car and people who actually use the Viper a lot, which in my eyes they're in the same boat with one another. But now that this has been rebalanced, the playing field feels a lot better. Like I said, a lot of people do not use this car anymore, and that's very telling. I still use it. I have one with my team livery on it. Still, still on podium with it. Feels a bit slower than what it was, but like I said, even if you're a decent driver, you can still do damage to the grid in this vehicle. Like, it never really changed. You just don't have that speed output that it had before the rebalance. That's about it. But yeah, that's about it. Self-explanatory. A lot of the decals that I put on here, I went with more of a simple approach for the decals. Didn't really do too much, only because I didn't know what decals this car had on it in the movie. Like I said, there's like 5 different versions of this car in that movie that have different liveries. Well, it has the same liveries, but the decals are always different. When you look at photos, this car in the movie, photos of this car in the movie, it doesn't have decals, so it's kind of hard to even figure out what goes where, or if it even has decals, or what the decals even look for. I couldn't get a good picture of what was on the car, basically. Even when I looked in the movie and I paused in certain sections, I couldn't really tell what the decals even look like or what they even said. It was blurred out most of the time. So I just basically went for a simple approach and just placed decals here and there that I felt like would complement the design of the car, but also not really overdo it. So I kind of went with that. Yeah, that's going to be that. Let's go ahead and move over to the view car section so we can play this cinematic out for the rest of the video. I've been pointed. I've been pointed, but no, I'm pointed, and I hope you all enjoy this livery amongst all of the other liveries that I brought and the liveries to come. With that being said, I will catch you all in the next one, and we're going to go ahead and play this out. Peace.